Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we're going to be taking a look at the near protocol charts and we are going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all the different possibilities. And towards the end of the video, we'll also go over the overall macro structure of the overall overall altcoin market as well. Now, for those of you who are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use on a daily basis for trading crypto futures, then feel free to go ahead and check out the Blowfin exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. Now, for the next 2 weeks, for those of you who sign up with my link and deposit anywhere from $100 to $2,000 into your futures accounts, you will receive free bonuses of up to $300 as well, depending on how much you end up depositing. So that's kind of cool because you simply get to, have a little bit of extra free money to be able to, play around with. So let's go ahead and take a look at NEAR here. So when we're taking a look at NEAR, we can clearly see NEAR had a NEAR had some very nice upward movement all the way since October of 2023. It's been pretty much straight up ever since. I mean, geez, guys, when we are looking at this, I mean, NEAR had, let's see here, within the last, half of a year, it went up almost 1,000%. That's absolutely insane. Those are awesome numbers to see. And I love NEAR protocol, so I love seeing stuff like that. So when we're taking a look at price action for right now, I mean, literally at this point in time right now, keep in mind here, guys, I am not here to give you a price prediction. That is not my job. That is not what I do. I don't give price predictions. I just provide overall market analysis as far as what is going on and what I'm seeing currently in the charts right now. Okay, and I go over both bullish and bearish possibilities because, hey, realistically, this is crypto. Anything can happen, okay? I'm not one of those types of YouTubers that's going to be all hype-ish and be like, oh my gosh, guys, this thing's about to go up 7 billion% and you're all going to be millionaires. No, that's not me. So I like to give both bullish and bearish scenarios just so you guys are equipped with the most possible information of things that could be happening, okay? So as far as what we're looking at here, we can clearly see that after this downward momentum that it, started within NEAR protocol, we can clearly see we are trading right now between $5.21 and $5.99. We're just going to call it $6 just for shits and giggles, okay? And as you guys can clearly see here, we've got a downtrend line right down here. Obviously, in order for me to personally feel, super bullish and super confident in a new uptrend, I'm going to need to see this trend line broken to the upside before I start to feel confident. But as far as right now, things are looking pretty decent. I mean, we have hit some pretty decent levels here, and price has overall failed to go below those levels. As you can see here, for 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 days in a row, price failed to close below $5.21, which is right in this area right here. All right, which is very, very nice to see. That's good. That means that tells us we've got some pretty damn strong support down there, and hey, price may not end up going below that. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and start with the bearish scenario first. So overall, if momentum does not stick around and momentum ends up going to the shitter, we could end up dropping way below and end up retesting this $4.30 level again. But because support is so strong here at $5.21. If we did end up dropping to $4.30, I do not see that sticking around for very long. I would fully expect for us to bounce off of that almost immediately and end up, retracing back up again. Okay. But in the grand scheme of things, I personally don't see that happening. Okay. It would take a pretty big event for that to happen. Now, as far as a bullish scenario is concerned, obviously we're going to need to break resistance here at $5.99. Sorry, $6. We've got some pretty strong support here that we created. Let's see here, right here down here on April 3rd, and we also created it first on March 20th. So we've got some pretty strong support down there. We've got some strong resistance there. We need to be able to cross that. in order to get up into this next range of 599 and 681. And again, at that point in time, I would hope that we are close enough to this downslope here, to this downtrend slope here, so that we can end up breaking through it and then having enough momentum to break through this $6.81 level to be able to trade within this level of 681 and 768. Okay. So the key thing here is to take it level by level and just, take your time and look at the raw price data and see what is happening with the candles themselves, okay? So if we go ahead and take a look at more of a midterm view in the 4-hour chart, I will go ahead and, I don't know why I keep having this damn paintbrush on. If we go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour chart, more of a midterm view here, we can clearly see we are starting to trend upwards, which is very, very nice. And technically, we have got a triangle going on here. I'm just going to go ahead. You know what? Screw these damn lines. I'm just going to go ahead and draw it with a paintbrush. So as you guys can clearly see, we've got kind of a triangle type thing going on here, which is kind of cool because obviously everybody knows with these types of triangles, hey, momentum usually ends up picking up and we'll end up going straight through and going upwards, all right? So we are currently hoping that that is what ends up playing out here, which is very nice. It's kind of nice to, look at these smaller time frames to be able to see what's happening on more of a broad, closer up view. And when we also bring up the Bollinger Bands, we can clearly see that price is currently trading above the moving average as well, which obviously when price is trading above the moving average on the Bollinger Bands, it means momentum is definitely starting to get there and starting to build up. And it usually means that what we're looking for is we're looking for higher lows to be created on the way up, okay? And usually those higher lows are created from price action dropping dropping down to the moving average and then bouncing off and going higher and higher and higher, kind of like a step ladder. As you guys can clearly see here, hold on, let me go to a different one to show you exactly what I mean. So this is what I mean right here. This is what I'm talking about, okay? On the 4-hour chart, you see here we went up. We're trading above the moving average here, okay? So we're trading above the moving average, and you can clearly see we went up, and then we came back down to reset the indicators, and we bounced off of the moving average in an uptrend. And that's usually typically what ends up happening in these uptrends with the Bollinger Bands. We end up bouncing off of it and bouncing off of it and bouncing off of it until momentum is lost, and we end up starting to trend downwards and doing the opposite, going back down, okay? So that is overall what we want to see happening here with Near Protocol, okay? We want to see this bounce off of the moving average right now and go up and then hit the top of the bands once the bands start to, expand a little more and go upwards. And then we want to see it go down back to the moving average and bounce off the moving average again and create another higher low and just continue that process over and over and over and slowly but surely continue to keep going upwards, guys. So that's as far as it is for Near Protocol. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market cap of the overall altcoin market in general, okay? So this is the overall total 3 chart for altcoins. It's the market cap chart for all altcoins except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it tells us a lot about where altcoins could be going or where they're currently trending, which is very nice to see. As you guys can clearly see right here on the midterm chart, on the 4-hour chart, we can clearly see price ended up going way below the Bollinger Bands for quite a while. It was pretty nasty there for a while. But you can clearly see, guys, we ended up bouncing off of the bands right down here, and we started trending upwards. And this is realistically the first time we've had so many 4-hour closures above the moving average in the bands in quite a while. All right, we haven't had that many closures on top of the moving average on the bands since the beginning of April. So that is very, very nice to see. It's a good signal to tell us that momentum might be picking up with altcoins, and we may start to see some upward momentum. And again, like I was talking about with the Near Protocol charts, we want to see a bounce off of this orange moving average here on the Bollinger Bands and then head higher and continue to keep making steps all the way up and bounce and bounce and bounce all the way up, okay? But the other thing you want to keep looking at here too is you also want to be paying attention to the major support and resistance levels as well, okay? Because those are the areas that we have very, very, very strong buy and sell orders going on, all right? So pay attention to those and pay attention to the Bollinger Bands and see where we're going. And hey, you should be able to tell where we are, where we could potentially be going, all right? Again, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit here and try to tell you that, oh my gosh, guys, watch this, where the next candle is going to just blow smoke up everybody's ass and going to go straight up for 1,000,000,000%. No, that's not me. I like to look at both bullish and bearish scenarios because we are trading with our real hard-earned money here. So we want to be able to look at everything from, all possible angles here, okay? So guys, that was a lot of talking. I talk really fast. Apologies for that. But before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a nice comment below just to help me out. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see what else is there here. Also, go ahead and hit the notification bell as well so that you never miss when I upload a new price update video on a regular basis. And hey, if some of you didn't like this video, well, hey, to be honest with you, I'm sorry to hear that. But with that said, you guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos.